Hi guys, TSM here. So I thought in this short video what we'd look at is the new Thunderclap rocket in the 180 FM target. There has been some adjustments to obviously the damage type recently. There was an announcement the last 24 hours basically, just to confirm that they've changed it from penetrative to explosive. You'll notice then the flagship, by the way, is not taking any damage. That's because the inherent inbuilt armor is much less than the standard Everest's. So it's not getting targeted by the Thunderclap rocket, which actually is targeting one of the standard Everest's one at a time. The reason it's doing this, obviously, is each of the ships, as its projectiles, the rockets are basically hitting each Everest one at a time. They're bringing the total armor down on each ship. Now, some of the rockets are hitting the ship and some of them are missing. So sometimes it goes back and hits the same ship twice. But what you will notice, it's hitting them in turn, but they're not hitting the flagship because the flagship is considerably less. And I've proven this point simply by I kept that ship number 4 there out of the way. Initially I had it in there just to prove that actually the flagship wasn't getting hit, but I'm going to bring it back up in alignment now and take a quick look. So for about 4 cycles this ship has not been targeted, and you watch what happens the second I bring it forward and bring it into alignment. And there, straight away, look, you notice the Thunderclap rocket then it switches forward and then directly targets ship 4. And it'll do this for a few cycles now. There's the second cycle coming in, look, or the second path. There we go. And there's the third cycle. Here comes the fourth. So the other ships aren't getting targeted at all. I mean, forget the incoming mortar fire from obviously the ship that's there in the target as well. So there's a fifth. You'll notice in a second then it'll switch fire again. It'll go back to the cycle as it had before. Once that ship 4's armor plate is down to a level comparable with the other ships. It takes a few cycles, but it proves the point that basically we're compounded. Here we go. It's switched fired now. It's going back to ship 2. And like I said, not all the rockets are actually hitting, so it may take a little while. There you go, it's now hitting ship 5. But at no stage, obviously, it's going to hit ship 1. If you notice that, then when you look at the raw armor points for the ships, the flagship actually is considerably less. This is actually a good thing, not a bad thing. This means that your flagship, which you're probably going to build as a countermeasure, if you look at some of the people's videos, you'll notice that straight away, that the ship is going to survive a lot longer because it's not going to get targeted by these HT turrets. So it will get targeted by the normal turrets, but it's not going to get targeted by these HT turrets. That's if you keep it out of the way. Bear in mind that the explosive Thunderclap rocket is area of effect damage, so splash will damage it. So you could always drag the flagship behind to keep it out of the way. So I brought the ships forward. Basically, I'm just confirming now that obviously the turret that's already in there, which is obviously the Halo type missile, this also targets the ship with the most health. You'll see it cycling through there as well. So there's 2 things to remember then. Keeping the ship split up is still important, okay, even this 180 target. And the ship with the most health, this is what both of these targets, these turrets or the HT turrets, are actually going to target. So it's just worth considering then that keeping your countermeasure ship behind your fleet or directly in front of it is something to consider. I would keep them behind because obviously the other ships are not going to take the damage and the flagship will. I'm confirming the explosive damage now quickly from the Thunderclap rocket simply because I've brought this damaged ship in alone by itself. I've taken 1 volley. Okay then. Remember the announcement that came in yesterday to say that actually they made an error when they put this turret into the 180 target and it was doing penetrative damage initially. I didn't capture that straight away, but I did prove it once to myself, that is, once I had a quick look at the target. And it's just flipping over here, you'll notice then, I'm just going outside and have a quick look, and there you go, it's explosive. So just to confirm then that the turret is now recording the correct amount of damage and type, okay, or particularly the type. So build your armor accordingly. Okay, that's it. Take care, okay, and see you in the next one. TSM out.